I would say that the decision is binary, either join DoorGrow or just quit property management. Slide into Jason's DM and put the call.
What else stood out to you today or are you excited to focus on?
Yeah, I'm just excited to have less to focus on,
Okay.
If it's that, where it's like, it felt like I just have so many different things to do and I'm not making traction, it feels, on any of them because it's just efforts are so tight.
Well, to be fair, you've gotten a lot of stuff done.
Yeah.
You have.
Yeah, and I tend to focus on the gap versus the gain a lot.
You've gotten a lot of stuff done. Like, what are some of the things you've gotten done? You got your website done.
Got the website done, we took the company from 0 to 1, basically, which is a huge effort.
What's your perception, honestly, of DoorGrow?
I think what's really great and what's really unique is I think coaching is both content plus support in a nutshell. And I think you guys are great with both. So your frameworks are really, really good. The content is good. It's easy to find. And it's not, paying one of the team.
And we get it.
Minutes, magic. So that's really great. And then also the support in terms of even, this one-on-one, super helpful because I feel like I can get lost in I don't know. And so just, being able to just tie myself to the chair and actually get it done is great. And then also, all the different calls in the week, being able to reach out one-on-one and get a quick, piece of feedback that gets you unstuck and moving forward, I think it's there's a clear roadmap in terms of the belt system of, where you're headed and what's.
What problem led you to DoorGrow that you were trying to solve or deal with? And how did you find this?
Yeah, so the problem was I wanted to start this brand new business in this brand new industry where I had self-managed a couple units, but I'd never done this before. And so it literally was, I don't even know where to start, right? Mm-hmm. I can Google it and figure it out the hard way to do my best guess, but I'm not a fan of anything that, if there's an option to collapse time, I'm always going to pick that. And I would always much rather invest time, money than time. And so, it's you have a roadmap, done. That's what I need to know. I think, part of it, so at this point, I've been an entrepreneur for over a decade. I had a couple of different businesses in a couple of different industries. And I recognize that mindset because when I first started and I had a day job and a whole bunch of kids and I was the breadwinner for my family and I wanted to start a business, I had my evenings and weekends and I didn't have a lot of time, didn't have a lot of time and didn't think I had a lot of money and didn't. And I remember investing my first $2,000 program and it was oh my God, $2,000.
So much.
Yeah. And it was an 8-week program and it really did kick me off just in terms of giving me the foundations of I didn't know anything about starting an online business. And I remember how big of a deal that was. Time is finite. Longer than a lot of newbies probably. But I feel we only have 24 hours in a day. Every day that goes by, 24 hours is gone and expire, whereas money, we can always make more. So I see that as a renewable resource, and that might be a mindset, and maybe not everyone believes that, but I do. Whereas time, I know for a fact we can't get it back. And so I'm always going to trade. I'm always going to make that trade.
So are you implying that we're the best mentors as my company?
I think that was your mission, right? So maybe we're there. Yeah.
I've been in the property management for 4 or 5 years, right? You think you know it all, you don't. And one of the things which I realized, I said, it's been just a week. You as the coach and you and Sarah, you interact with all these property managers and you have a wealth of knowledge and information that somebody like me who's experienced, I would have not thought about so many different ideas. And of course, because you have access to all these property managers, you listen to them and then you kind of pour them out to us as well. So I think that was one of the biggest, I'm very happy with joining the DoorGrow coaching program.
Oh, good. We're happy to have you, Ravi.
I started talking to Jason back in December, decided last month to go for it. I was almost 0 doors at that point, so I was a little nervous about doing more, and we were just getting started, so a bit difficult. Once I realized, okay, I'm doing good, but I need to be doing more, and I need to go faster, and I'm not succeeding. I'm spending a lot of money and not having enough success on the sales side. Operationally, I think I'm pretty good in that. I could figure that out. That's what I'm natural at. But the sales side, I have to hone this down. Otherwise, I'm not going to make the goals. I think it's great. There's experience, there's care, there's interest, there's passion, which is really important. Sarah has obviously a lot of experience in the operations and building a business and property management. You are extremely passionate about coaching and helping, and that happens to be in property management. So applying all those things, I think that's great. That's what I would want out of a coach. I actually think, and I've thought about this a lot, that you two is it's sort of a dynamic duo because having the operations and the passion and coaching together makes it unique versus probably other scenarios.
Oh, wow. So the day was pretty amazing. It went by very quickly. And I think a couple huge learnings. I mean, one was on the sales process, which I never really had any training. I was kind of fumbling around in the dark. I've been in business now 6+ years. What I learned today, if I think about having that, I probably have a much bigger business and potentially stronger because my close rate would be a lot higher.
How many doors you got right now?
Right about 270. So that part was great. We talked also, one of the things I wanted to talk about was structure. We talked about that, some things we can do to build on that to make sure we have the right plan in place, so we have the right people to help us with future growth. So yeah, it was just a great day. DoorGrow has a great program, so there's not going to just give you some best practices. There's a great program behind it, and lots of different layers across the whole gamut of things that you're going to do in property management. So I'm really excited to I've only scratched the surface so far, so I'm really excited to get into the details and have it not just grow my business, but grow it in a sustainable way. So it's not grown out of chaos. It's going to be grown in a structured way that it'll be more fun to run than it is now.
Yeah, let's make it fun for you.
Yeah, right. So it's putting the golden bridge and the 4 principles and start putting those things into the process and then track the results of what happens with that. And then the last part we had a little bit talking about, for me, the leasing process. So I got some really good ideas of ways to follow up to make our leasing process better and hopefully more predictive of putting good tenants in the vacancies. For a lot of the years I wasn't making money and I was struggling and working a ton of hours. So I think the mistake I was making is, you have to go get help. So instead of trying to figure it all out myself, there's people who have figured it out or have a program, and you need to go for it. So my goal, we talked about this in one of our earlier calls, is whatever we're investing, I'm expecting it to be an investment, and what you do with an investment is you get a return. So that's what I'm expecting, and that's what you should expect from anybody you invest in. But I think the point of not investing is a mistake. You can probably do it on your own. It's just about how long it's going to take and how painful it's going to be. So if you want to accelerate your results, you want to get things going, then you should sign up.